Happy Thursday. Hello, everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Say hello. That's the wrong topic for the day. Let me put the right topic for the day up. Hi, everyone. Right, yeah, that's it. Good evening. Hello, Miss Geraldine. How are you? Hello, everybody. Come on in, say hello. Come on in, say hello. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Facebook. Hi, Instagram. Hello, people. What is my, let's see. Okay. How do you make it brighter? Oh, there we go. Much better. Hello, everyone. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕 Hellos to you as well. Come on in. Chap_stick_boss. That's different. Homeland.design. Timini Crown too. Hi, everyone. Come on in. Happy Thursday. What's going on? Can y'all believe it's another Friday tomorrow? Like this week was super duper fast. Was it just me? I think it was pretty fast. Hi, everyone. Let's talk immigration. This is Attorney 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕 Samuel. I am an immigration 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. Immigration attorney based in Alabama, representing immigration clients in all 50 states. If it's a case that my firm handles, we can and do represent immigration clients regardless of the state you live in. I say that I can say it in my sleep. I'm sure if I wake up in the middle of the night and sleep talk, that's probably what I'll be saying. I don't know. I think. But anyway, come on in. Let's talk immigration. Our number is 334-341-4475. Visit our website, @olalayalawfirm.com. Subscribe to YouTube. We would really appreciate that. And let's build a following. Let's spread more knowledge, because the more you know, the less trouble you get in when it comes to your papers. Anyway, how has everybody's week been? How's your week been? It's been a really, really crazy week. So if you're expecting an email from me, please give me up until Saturday. Because I do criminal defense as well. So this week has been more about criminal defense cases, and today was the last day of court. Lord have mercy. I don't know why I do that to myself. I'm everywhere. I enjoy what I do. But anyway, come on in, people. Let's talk immigration. This evening, I want to talk about a very, very important topic. Once again, if you need to contact us, you can text to our office number 334-341-4475. It's the same number we use on WhatsApp. A lot of people are saying, we called you on WhatsApp, nobody picked up. We don't use our WhatsApp for receiving calls. Every business has a system. In my business, WhatsApp is only specifically for consultations, current clients, as far as calls, current clients consultation, but it's mainly for text messages. So we keep it that way so that everything is uniform in our system. So if you need to contact us directly, you want to get someone on the phone, you've got to call the office number, same number, but not on WhatsApp. You just have to call with a regular phone. Well, on a regular line. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, let's talk immigration. Let's talk this evening about the difference between an approved petition and being admissible. Hello, Ms. Nabayami. How are you doing? The difference between an approved petition and being admissible. Y'all don't want to miss this. And it's really important because I see this come up a lot, especially when people have pending cases. Like, for instance, you have a pending asylum case. It's taking forever. And you're wondering, okay, I'm eligible for this, or my employer decides to file for me. Can I just forfeit their asylum case now and just let them file and get my green card that way? That is what we want to talk about this evening. Knowing that there is a difference between filing a petition and the petition being approved and you being eligible to file your green card. So that's what admissibility is all about. Keep it in mind, there are two separate things, two separate applications. So when we talk about a petition, that is usually the underlying basis for which you now can file a green card application, right? Example, you are married to a citizen. They file an I-130 on your behalf. That means that because you come in legally, because you are an immediate relative of a citizen, you don't have to, you're exempt for, and let's assume that you have overstayed your authorized stay, right? No pun intended, but no plain words. But let's assume you have, overstayed your authorized period given. Now you get married to the citizen. Because you are now classified as an immediate relative, you will be exempt from the unlawful presence bar, regardless of how long you've stayed, as long as you came in legally. You're going to be exempt from that. You're going to also be exempt from unauthorized work. Okay? It's pretty straightforward. But let's assume that things go left and your spouse, you guys know the things are not working now, your case is now pending, and they decide they're not working, they're not going to help you finish up the case. But you have a good job. Your employer says, you know what? Yeah, we'll file an employment-based petition on your behalf, and you can get your green card that way. The question you need to have is, because I get a lot of consultations on this, and when I explain to people, they go, oh, yeah. So let me explain it to everybody so you guys understand and know if you have that question, you know what the answer is. Now, this is nothing specific to anybody's case, just have general information. So the employer decides to file for you, and now you're saying, okay, you know what? I don't need my spouse anymore. I'll just switch over to the employer. Question is, if you switch over, will you still be able to apply for your green card without having to leave the country? Short answer is no. And here's why. Now, if you were married to a citizen, it's now been a year since you overstayed, right? Things are no longer good. And now you have an employer who's willing to sponsor you or an immigrant petition, employment-based immigrant petition. Because you have overstayed for more than 180 days, and in a category, employment-based category, there is no exemption outside 180 days section 245K, outside 180 days. Once you pass that, there is no longer an exception for overstaying. So the immigrant petition, employment-based immigrant petition, can be approved by itself, but you would have to leave the country in order to be able to get your green card based on that employment petition filed by your employer. Probably confused everybody, right? All right. Let me use another example. If you have, let's say, okay, you're married. Let's use the same marriage example. If you have you're married, your case is still pending. Now, a petition that your mother had filed on your behalf has now been approved. You don't want to, and you're married, your case is pending, your marriage is, you've overstayed 2 years, let's say, but your marriage is less than 2 years, right? So whenever your case gets approved, if it gets approved within the first 2 years of your marriage, you're going to be getting the conditional residency card. Now the petition your mother filed, and you were married to your married child of a citizen. The petition your mother filed for you has now been approved, and you're thinking, oh, I have another option. I can just file my green card based on that, and I don't have to wait the 2 years. Are you still going to be able to do that? In that particular situation where you have overstayed by already 2 years, you've overstayed, you will not be able to do that, because unlike when you're married to your spouse, which gives you the immediate relative protection exception, there is no such extended exception to when a citizen parent files for a married child if you have overstayed. So the fact that your mother has the petition your mother filed on your behalf has now been approved does not mean that you're eligible to apply for green card while in the country. So that's what I'm saying about there is a difference between an approved petition and being admissible. Another example, you are waiting on your asylum application. You filed for an asylum application, right? And you filed your asylum application even before the 6 month stay, the authorized stay you were given expired. So you have that in, and you're still waiting for your interview. Now it's like, let's say 5 years since you filed your application. The receipt notice tells you while your case is still pending, you are authorized to remain in the country. All right, good. All well and good. But now you're working with a church. The church decides to file an I-360 religious worker immigrant petition on your behalf, or you self-petition. And then you think, you know what? This has been approved now. The next stage is to apply for your green card. Will you be able to apply for that green card without leaving the country? Short answer, no. Why? Because your asylum, yes, you filed it before your extended authorized stay expired. However, you've now been in the country for 5 years. The authorization to stay in the country, because your asylum is pending, did not confer on you any status whatsoever. So because you're not in any valid non-immigrant status at that time when your religious worker petition gets approved, you will not be eligible to apply for your green card without having to leave the country. So it is important that you understand that it's one thing for a petition to be approved. It's another thing for you to be eligible to become admissible. Admissibility has to do with, are there any grounds that disqualifies you from applying for your green card? And one of those grounds is unlawful presence. If you have a pending asylum, does not mean it erases your unlawful presence. You may not have accrued any unlawful presence, but that you'll have an authorized stay, but it doesn't confer any status on you. So adjustment of status, you must either be exempt from that overstay, or the only other option, or you'll have an asylum case pending. But anything outside of those two, you must be an invalid non-immigrant status to become eligible to be and found admissible, in the sense of the goal is to get your green card without having to leave. If you're not in any valid status based on, because Shimo, what's up is a whole lot. And I heard that this week a whole lot. But any because of the church for you. You can go ahead to approve and just file your green card. It's not like you cannot file a green card. The question is, are you eligible to file the green card? So someone who is in valid status, say for instance, someone who's on an R1 visa, at the time the permanent petition is approved, they will become eligible to file for the green card without having to leave because they have a valid non-immigrant status. Let's say their R1 has expired and it's expired for like 7 months. They will be barred from adjusting because they're no longer in status. So when a petition is approved, approval of a petition does not automatically make you eligible or make you admissible and eligible to file your green card application while in the country. Everyone's case is different, and you have to know whether or not you are eligible to file your green card application based on being admissible or whether you're not. That's all she wrote. And I probably think I've confused everyone. But questions. Let's go. All right, let's see. Questions. Okay. And Arnoldo Timoteo, I'm good. I hope I didn't just murder your name. I hope I didn't just kill your name, but that's okay. It's okay. But hey, Adele, thank you. I appreciate that. Good evening, Miss Amy. How are you doing? As is allowed, I think I've answered that question several times, and I've also told you to schedule a consultation with an attorney and actually discuss your specific case. That's a very, very specific question that needs you to sit down and pay. Y'all have to understand something. If you're trying to avoid paying for consultation, you're not doing yourself a favor. It doesn't have to be my firm, but don't just try. This is general information. I don't know about your case. I don't know about, terminated, removal of terminated, is it administratively closed? I don't know. So sit down with a lawyer and discuss your case and pay the consultation fee and get answers that are specific to your own situation. Team King, hey Miss Ollie, it's been 1 month since I started watching you, and I think I have watched all your videos. That's a whole lot. Love the way you explain everything. Awesome vibe. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hello, Miss Starshad. How are you? I haven't heard and seen you in a while. What's going on with you? Okay. All right, my Instagram people. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Oh, it's been a while. I did a video chat, a video consultation. Like when I say consultation, like just answer questions. But we'll see if I have the time. Shally Poo, I have no assets in my name with my spouse. Is that okay? Generally, you're required to have good faith evidence. Good faith evidence can be anything ranging from bills, lease agreement, photographs, affidavits, whatever is considered credible evidence. So if you want to sit down with a lawyer to see what you have and see if that's sufficient evidence, then that's what I would advise you to do. Better off without you. Okay. All right then. Can a person still file VA if after the interview the application is still pending? Generally, yes. Okay. Let's see. Pretty Diva 911. Can someone that overstayed his or her B1, B2 visa travel within the U.S. by flight without getting into trouble? That's not a yes or no question, because it just depends on who you encounter on your travels. Keep in mind, people, starting next year May, you will need an ID that is classified as a real ID to be able to travel. And that's going to be real hard on, immigrants who don't have any documentation. I did underscore share. If I'm out of status of my F1 visa for 100 days and thereafter I meet the love of my life, does it affect my filing for green card based on that? What is the status of the love of your life? Is she a citizen? She a citizen? Green card holder? What is? And I would probably tell you to sit down and talk your case over. How long? This is Elf Makeup 3. How long can you wait before you teach US? I believe you meant reach USCIS if you did not get a receipt notice after 2 months of filing for a VA petition. It's not uncommon. We got some receipt notices today. One of those cases, I think it was end of June. So listen, y'all, USCIS is really backlogged, truth be told. They are really backlogged. So, and the thing is, contacting USCIS, you still have to write them it's a VA case. So Harris _ studying. Do you ever take on law clerics? I'm waiting to take the bar in DC in February, and I don't want to lose what I've learned from being a student attorney in an immigration clinic in that time. Currently, I'm not. I've had my fair share of mentees and summer interns, but right now, no. I don't even have the time to mentor you. And for me, if I'm going to, I have one person I'm mentoring right now. And that's what I can fit in my schedule. But if that changes, then let me see. Paris is okay. I think I remember that. If I have a misdemeanor on my record and need to renew my record, how do I apply? I don't understand your question. I'm from Ukraine and can't be deported right now because you have that protection of the law. So I just don't want people to think, okay, that's permanent. It's a temporary. That's why it's called a temporary protect status for right now. How to renew my green card with a misdemeanor record? It depends on what it is. Is it something that would makes that person deportable? So Vicky Torier, you're better off sitting with a lawyer to discuss your case. DD_1, can I apply for VA after marriage? Well, if you're not married now and the person is already showing signs of abuse, why do you want to get married? VA is not something you just plan to apply for. VA is something that is an option when you get married and you're suffering abuse. So it's not something you plan towards applying for. Well, you get what I'm trying to say. You're welcome, Paris. I filed my work permit and my parole permit together. I only got my work permit last night. That's your CIS. God bless child_1. Good evening to you as well, gorgeous lady. How are you doing? Shy_wealth. Cannot file for VA if I have pending response on my NOID. Generally, yes. But speak with a lawyer, see what needs to be, what you're specific about your case. If you are in removal proceedings, can you apply for work permit and travel document on the VA petition? If you file the VA, then you can file your I-45 with the court. You cannot get an advanced parole because you are in removal proceedings. Desmond_E_money. How long does it take? How long it takes I-751 to be approved? That's USCIS. But if you go to uscis.gov/processing times, you would see how long it's taking them to work on cases. I can only go by what's happening in my firm. We're still waiting on some that have been filed since the beginning of the year, some still since last year, and then we have some that have been approved without an interview and a self-petition basis. Okay, let me go back to better off without you. Why are work permits filed in 2021 taking so long? I wish I could answer that question. It's because all the work permits we received this month. Well, there's one that came in. We get a notification this morning that one of my clients who's been waiting patiently for hers was approved. But then again, we did an expedited request, and she also did a congressional assistance request based on her specific case. And to God be the glory. This morning, they actually approved this. We got a notification that a card is being produced. That was filed in November last year. But then I have cases still from the same month that is still pending. I think this new time cycle goal, they are applying it to new cases rather than applying to older cases. So I think that's what's going on. I think because most of those cases are probably over the 6 months time frame they're giving themselves, they're using it they're testing it out on the newer ones. So if they file for 6 months, then okay, let's see how that's going. It's not even all those applications. It's still 80%. The goal is to be able to approve 80% of, example, I-765 within that 6 months time frame. So it's not even going to be 100%. Some people will still have to wait longer than others, as long as they're able to reach their 80% goal. If my prima facie is not renewed after it expires, is that a bad sign? Contact them, write them a letter and ask them. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕 100. Is there any difference in processing when a green card holder and a citizen filed for a minor child? When you say processing, are you talking about just the I-130 petition itself? You can go to USCIS.gov/processing times, then you see what the breakdown is and how long it's taking them. Okay, let me go back to, let's see. Okay. Y'all busy this night. All right, let me see. Mohammed Arshad. I filed out last month, C9 category, when I expect biometric and work permit. That's up to USCIS. Adele, how long on average does it take to get a receipt of notice for asylum withholding of removal? If you, Adele, USCIS actually posted not too long ago, I want to say 2 weeks ago, that they actually know and also are acknowledging that it's taking them much longer to issue asylum receipt notices. So I will not be surprised if you're still waiting 2 months, 2.5 months. Keep in mind, as long as you filed your application and everything was fine, you will get your receipt notice. Okay. Okay. I received my receipt since January, Michaela, and I'm yet to receive my biometric letter for Form I-751. Call them and see if they haven't sent it, or if they by chance sent it and you didn't get it. CJ Williams, I filed a marriage-based green card. I submitted in February and didn't get a biometric date until July. Do I still have to wait 90 days still for my work? Where did you get the 90 days from? Okay. Okay. All right, people. Gorilla, does 18 years different in age matters when applying for a green card? A huge difference in age is a red flag, but it is not a factor for it cannot be a basis for denial. I hope that makes sense. It's a factor, but it's not a ground for denial. Okay. I think I got all the questions tonight. Ooh, that is good. All right. Okay, people. And once again, like I said, if we can help you with your immigration case, please contact our office, 334-341. You're welcome. 4475. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just @_Shay. You're welcome. Just put in Olale Immigration. Just put in Olale Immigration. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. Oh, talking about 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. So whoever it is on TikTok who is still, you're welcome, who's still trying to impersonate me, they're still at it. So please, please, please hear me loud and clear. Do not. If you don't have a number, this is the number of my firm. That's why I use the same number for WhatsApp. So you know it's just, hey, Mr. Stanley, how are you? You still have not given me the information I requested like weeks ago. No update from you. Because y'all, you know, if you email me and I don't respond, I know I'm going to get another email like, oh, mama, you haven't responded. So I'm waiting, okay? This is the only number we have, 334-341-4475. Please hear me loud and clear. That's the only number. Do not call, email, a text, send your card information, and we will. No one in my firm will go and call you to ask for card unless you decide you want to call us to give us that information. Understand that very clearly. But anyway, thank you to everyone who joined. Let me see if I can get this real quick. I'm in court, but I'm not seeing the judge. Next court date in April next year, but green card is expiring next month. What should I do? You need to see an attorney. Best occasion, do you work Saturdays, weekends, or for families unless someone has an emergent case? And if that's the case, the consultation fee for weekends is more than regular weekdays. Mukaila, they've called in. You've called in and said you haven't sent it, so you just gotta wait. Okay. All right, Mr. Stanley, I'll be expecting your email. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate that each and every time. I do not take your support for granted. And I usually post the videos, the lives on all the platforms, TikTok, no, not TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, so that if you want to replay that, you can. But knowledge is power. The more you know. All right. Bye, everyone.